The silver Mercedes looked out of place in my driveway, like a polite intruder. I noticed the personalized plate first, then the woman waiting on my porch. Dana Alvarez, Oceanside Star real estate agent, stood there with her tablet poised and a smile that had clearly been practiced. My mother fluttered beside her, talking a mile a minute, as if she'd rehearsed her role as hostess all week. My beach house had become her showroom. I parked my old Honda at the curb and turned off the ignition. Through the window, I saw my brother Julian and his wife Becca stretching a measuring tape along the exterior walls, as though they were planning to frost a cake rather than measure a house. My father lingered by the mailbox, inspecting it like a critic. My phone buzzed. Lila, arriving in 8 minutes. Don't engage. I typed back, I'll wait. Across the street, my mother kept explaining features of my home like she owned them. Dana snapped photos of the deck, while Julian pointed out the outdoor shower. They were really doing this. They were preparing to list my house behind my back. The warning had come 3 days earlier. Julian had blown up our family chat, got an above-asking offer lined up on the beach place. Realtor coming Friday to finalize. Big opportunity. I'd replied with just a... He answered, time to cash out. A black Audi pulled in behind me. Lila Graves stepped out wearing a sharp red suit, her battle uniform. Owen followed her, carrying 2 overstuffed briefcases. We met at the curb. They're seriously moving forward? Lila asked. Apparently, they forgot I exist, I said. Owen checked his phone. 5 years of clear ownership. Taxes paid. No liens. Everything in your name, Elise. My family has a gift for inventing confusion, I muttered. Ready? Lila adjusted her jacket. Let's go. Halfway up the driveway, Julian spotted us. The tape slipped from his hands. Elise, what are you doing here? I should be asking you that, I said. Then I turned to Dana. You're preparing to list a property that's not for sale. Lila stepped forward, handing Dana her card. Lila Graves, Property Counsel. I represent Elise Park, the sole legal owner of this address. Attempting to sell or list it without her permission is illegal. Dana's smile collapsed. She looked at my mother for backup. It's family property, my mother insisted. We all use it. Using it isn't owning it. I replied, I bought this place 5 years ago. Owen opened a folder and placed it in Dana's hands. Deed, title, mortgage documents, tax receipts, everything bearing my name. Dana flipped through the pages, her face draining of color. Julian stiffened. Dad helped with the down payment. He gifted me $20,000 for my birthday, I said calmly. Every other cent came from me. I paid $780,000, took on the mortgage myself, and I've handled every bill since. Becca's voice cracked. But we already planned how to use the sale. Julian's business, the money. What money? I said, you can't sell something you don't own. My father finally spoke, quiet but firm. Let's not make a scene. Let's stick to facts, Lila said. Dana closed the folder with both hands, as if it were something fragile. I can't proceed without formal permission from the legal owner. You have it. Julian jumped in. From the family. Not for me, I said, and I'm the only one whose signature matters. My mother's eyes shone with hurt. You never told us it was yours alone. I told you I bought a beach house. You enjoyed the keys. No one ever asked to see the paperwork. Dana stepped back toward her car. I need to speak with my broker. She slipped into the Mercedes and drove off without looking back. The driveway went still. The measuring tape lay abandoned in the dirt, forgotten. My mother tried one more time, her voice soft. Elise, can't we work out a compromise? We'll pay you back for what we used. At market value, you'd owe more than you want to calculate, I said. This isn't about debt. It's about boundaries. Julian walked to the door and paused. His key wouldn't turn. You changed the locks. Last night, I said, after your message, I hoped you'd call before showing up at a realtor. Owen handed me a set of envelopes. I passed one to my father. Cease and desist notices. I explained. For any communication with agents or lenders regarding this address, please make sure everyone understands. My father looked through the deed again, then met my gaze. "It's yours," he admitted. "We mistook access or ownership." Becca flushed. "We already told people a buyer was lined up." "Then tell them the truth." I said, "You made promises with something that wasn't yours to promise." My mother's voice wavered. 5 years of memories, and you're shutting us out." "I'm not erasing memories," I said. "I'm correcting a mistake." Silence settled, heavy and final. One by one, my family returned to their cars and drove away, leaving the driveway emptier than it had been in years. Once the last engine faded, Lila and Owen circled the house, photographing the new locks and filing notices with the county. They might claim some kind of verbal agreement. Lila said, "They can claim they own the moon." I answered, "I have documents." After they left, I walked through the rooms, kitchen, hallway, guest room, each space washed in salt-bright light. My phone buzzed with messages I didn't open. I set it face down and stepped onto the deck, letting the ocean wind sweep across me. I bought this house. I keep this house. My yes is mine. My no is mine. When I closed the door, the click sounded like a judgment delivered.